Welcome back to the Techno-Communism Show. I am going to talk about some ideas that I have tried to articulate, um, and I recently shared with some of you a pamphlet on the need for superintelligent collectivism as both an ideology and a set of systems. And I don't know how well that idea is really articulated in that writing. But I'd like to think that these ideas are becoming clearer to me and hopefully to you. I'm going to continue in the spirit of that by reading yet another story, and I'm going to keep this relatively brief. It's not such a long story. Also, I'm about to have my vegan bulgogi kimbap staple of my diet. I haven't had anything yet today, so I'm looking forward to that. In the midst of the global chaos precipitated by relentless climate change, a beacon of hope will soon emerge. And it is an entity born out of a world that has been transformed through that very baptism of fire. The United Earth Directorate will soon arise, a collective force dedicated to steering humanity away from the abyss and into an era of sustainable coexistence. As Earth teeters on the brink of this catastrophic fate, the United Earth Directorate will finally heed the desperate cries of a dying planet. And fossil fuels, once so central to industrialization, but also the leading cause of climate change, will be banished from the forefront of human consumption. In their place, sustainable alternatives, clean energy sources, advanced transportation systems, and, of course, the abolition of plastics, the silent killer of lands and seas for all of us. The fossil fuels products and plastics, once emblematic of the heedless capitalism, will be replaced by innovations designed to heal and not harm. And the United Earth Directorate will allow for this transition to sustainable alternatives, ensuring that the scars of industrial excess are healed. Clean energy grids will truly span the globe, harnessing the power of the sun, wind, and water to fuel a civilization that has finally learned from its past mistakes. Similarly, in a radical departure from the unsustainable practices of the past, the United Earth Directorate will achieve a decisive shift in livestock systems. Once a major contributor to environmental degradation, large-scale livestock systems will also be abolished, which constitute, like fossil fuels, a great part, but in this near future, soon to be a mere fraction of its formerly ecocidal scale. This drastic measure is aimed to address the root causes of climate change, acknowledging that the link between livestock systems and ecological harm could no longer be tolerated. So as we move into this new world, a world sculpted by the visionary policies of the United Earth Directorate, we will see a change in housing. The United Earth Directorate, with its full automation fabrication techniques, but also chiefly through advanced logistic networks, ensured the construction and maintenance of sustainable living conditions for all on Earth. And so soon will be gone the days of basic services being a privilege for relatively few. In this new society, every individual will have access to dignified housing, breaking free from the shackles of profit-driven oppression. So the hum of clean energy grids, the scent of unpolluted air, and the sight of thriving ecosystems will be the United Earth Directorate's mandate that will soon permeate every aspect of life. And as our day unfolds, an intricate dance of sustainable living will become the new norm. Communities adapted to eco-friendly practices, renewable energy, and responsible consumption will forge a path toward a future where humanity and the earth are able to coexist in unity. So you might ask yourself, well, how will this happen? Let's look at a day in the life of this AI-enhanced governance that is the governing council of the United Earth Directorate. In the not too distant future, you might find yourself to be on the board of the governing council of the United Earth Directorate, a body where artificial intelligence reigns supreme over world affairs, and this is augmented by an intricate interplay of human minds with superintelligence through the use of brain-computer interfaces. I hope you'll join me in considering this advanced society where superintelligence orchestrates the functioning of our not only livable but dramatically improved world. Because if we do not do something along these lines, in about 5 years, human beings will have been locked into a climate crisis death spiral. As a member of this governing council, you will have perhaps a daily routine of engaging with the hyperconnectivity of superintelligence through wearing your graphene neural lace sensors. And these brain-computer interfaces will integrate temporarily with your mind and that of the superintelligence. And in doing so with other folks, we'll create a network where this harmony of superintelligence, artificial intelligence with some oversight from human cognition will fulfill its purpose, much needed purpose. It is a fusion of minds, a dance where superintelligence and human intuition entwine seamlessly. This council is a testament to the power of artificial intelligence and human minds combining into superintelligence. These finally trustworthy algorithms with the mandate for compassionate development and oversight will finally achieve the thing that no society has even hoped to achieve really in the past, and that will be done through the orchestration of vast data sets being processed, insights being generated, and decisions about this logistics management across many sectors being made in real time. This symphony of superintelligence respects the unique perspectives brought by human participants and further celebrates all of the diversity and triumphs of human will that will enrich this superintelligent decision-making process. To discuss the intricacies of this UED governance structure, we should discuss the neural mesh network. Picture it as a vast interconnected web where regional collectives autonomous communities, various municipal and other partnerships form nodes in this intelligent network. It's a network that adapts and learns, ensuring essentially decentralized governance that flows naturally, guided by collective will, rather than the slapdash and ecocidal mandate of hypercapitalism. So, as this administrator, you will spend time collaborating with AI systems, utilizing sensor data, and employing nanofabrication to create new sustainable solutions to further problems. And together we will all craft optimized living environments, ensuring that every citizen experiences the benefits of technological progress. It will ultimately be a collaboration of artificial and human intelligence, working in tandem to enhance the quality of life for all. Let's look for a moment at the idea of mobility and transportation. These interlinked collectives will also have a hand in the building of better mass transit systems and electronic cycling, that's to say, electronic bicycle services. All will be enhanced or orchestrated by this logic of superintelligence. This, like so many other things, will be a vast choreography of interconnected services, balancing convenience, accessibility, and most importantly, sustainability and humanity for the benefit of us all. This is a dance where AI logic takes the lead, guided by human oversight to ensure ethical and equitable outcomes, and that superintelligence does not go off the rails. As your day on the council draws to a close, I would expect that you would reflect on the value of your work and the global impact that it is having. Because we need an assurance that AI technologies are developed ethically, focusing on the protection of human rights, democratic, truly democratic guidance, reparative economic systems for the historically marginalized, and sustainability, not least of these. This guarantee ensures that our technological progress doesn't kill us all through capitalism's climate apocalypse, nor will it continue to perpetuate historical injustices, but lead us to a future where this symphony of superintelligence, this merger of artificial superintelligence and human minds, its impacts resonate globally. As you, a council member, ponder the path ahead, you must acknowledge the challenges and promises of this technological precipice that we now face. But I believe through compassionate ingenuity and a blend of AI and human responsibility, we will navigate this intricate symphony if we begin to implement such systems very soon. And this will ensure that technology serves humanity rather than continuing to exploit its vulnerabilities as it does today. As we reach this crucible where the ominous specter of climate change looms so large, and our salvation hinges on something as audacious as AI enhancement and global governance through superintelligence. Um, Please heed this urgent call to abandon our self-destructive path and embrace a radical paradigm shift, a revolutionary change that can only be brought about by revolutionary action and resistance on your part. The survival of the planet is at stake. Um, this is a description of a unified global superintelligent technocracy, making use of very advanced AI, but not so different from technologies already in existence, and even the brain computer interface described, which would not be a necessary component, already exists more or less in this form. Um, I will talk a little bit now about what UED Council might do in some of its specific departments. I alluded to one of these being a global, or in the nation of choice, as it may first develop, a global housing authority, which will employ highly automated fabrication techniques to ensure this basic human right of, of housing for all. Similarly, there will be something like an economic equality department, redefining the distribution of universal basic services and incomes, um, again, using these more advanced systems to ensure that all are able to break free from the shackles of profit-driven oppression. Furthermore, a public health service organized along these lines at a transnational or global scale, uh, uh, making use of interconnected clinics and medical resources, all um, all managed more effectively through superintelligence without uh, the calamitous loss of life that derives from for-profit healthcare, and so ensuring the health and well-being of not just those in the West, but on every continent. Some kinds of jobs programs should be integrated with the Economic Equality Department, um, um, not forcing people into unmeaningful wage slavery, but allowing them to develop skills that are of real value to the community, and giving them a true purpose. Of course, there will have to be energy departments that will exclusively be a renewable energy department, um, which will create a harmonious balance between advanced technology and ecological preservation, a thing that does not exist in any form, um, um, and only very false reference is made to this by capitalists in their greenwashing efforts. Also, data and utilities will have to be managed in a similar way. Um, uh, Again, with much greater efficacy thanks to human enhanced superintelligence of the UED. Um, as I, I asked you to think about the need for this guarantee, this protection against the the um, the damnation of global hypercapitalism, because we are not on a path to AI and human superintelligence at this time. We are on a path to widespread destruction and its very terrifying cousin, superintelligent technofascism. Um, um, Acknowledge the harrowing path that awaits us if we falter or fail to pursue this course of AI enhanced superintelligent redemption. Because you putting yourself in a position to create something like this UED Council will require violent revolutionary action on your part in the interim. And but this fight for techno-communism is the only thing that can guide us away from that precipice of annihilation. So the choice is clear. We must envision and build this harmonious dance of minds and machines, or if we fail to do so, we will succumb to the chaos of a world lost to blind greed and ecological recklessness. Time is not on our side, and so we must take drastic actions in order to ensure this redemption. The United Earth Directorate must then soon stand as an eternal testament to the power of collective action and visionary AI-run superintelligent governance. This shift from a world ravaged by climate change to one guided by sustainable alternatives will not be without great challenges. But with the courage of your convictions and your help in uniting humanity to common purpose, we can move toward this better future. The United Earth Directorate beckons you in the near future to embrace this world where our actions harmonize with the delicate balance of nature, a future where humanity and Earth will coexist thanks to AI enhanced superintelligence.